Okay, I guess it ain't ready over there. Yeah, there you go. Hey, y'all. What's happening, Lisa Marie, my girl? Uh, Come on in here, y'all. Have a seat. Get comfortable. Let's chat a while. I'm excited today to talk to y'all. I'm excited to know what y'all got to say. Uh, got some good tea. Hey, Janika. Got some good tea going on with the peoples. Not me today. Other folks. Other folks. Well, I got a little something to say about me, but not really. It's all about other folks today. It's all about other folks today. I'll let a few more people get in here for y'all. Tell y'all my story of today. I got a story for today. Before I get started, I'm really digging this black background back here. You know, I got my small ring light. I don't have my big one because it's at home, and I got my small one adjusted so it just sit on the table. I'm really digging this, y'all. I'm really digging this. I think when I get situated and moving stuff, this will be down the line. I'm gonna get me a bigger desk, right? So I could, because I kind of like this sitting on the table and right in front, as opposed to I have it in front of the table and have one on the side and one in the front. I kind of like this one right here. Right here, I can see myself. Y'all can see me, can't you? Right? Kind of like this, because when I have it, behind my table at home, I be looking far back to myself. I be looking far back, and my Cash App be across the screen and all of that. Right, this right here, I'm digging. I'm really digging. This is making me fall in love with myself over and over and over again. But anyway, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all know today was my orientation day. Today and tomorrow. Today Thursday, right? Today and tomorrow. Okay, all right. Now my car is at home. So I catch an Uber. I'm on time. Y'all don't know me. I'm on time Tammy. That's what my sister called me, on time Tammy. Because, hey, India, I'm always on time. I can't stand being late, and because I feel like I'm going to miss something. I do not like to be late. One of my pet peeves is being on time. But now, hey, Nick, I'm dependent on the Uber dude, right? Now, I called it way ahead of time, right? Hey, boss, what's going on, boss? I called it way ahead of time, right? Now, I had to be there at 9. I called it at 8:30, I'm going to say, because it's only not far from me, right? And should have took them no more than 10, 15 minutes. But I didn't want to be early and standing around looking stupid. So I'm going to be on time. Hey, Lisa. So anyway, I called the Uber. Now, when I get in his car, I say, good morning. We go. He goes and gets on the freeway. I don't know why men think freeway is everything. Freeway is not always necessary, especially not early in the morning. It's crowded, right? You didn't have to go that way. So I said, okay, don't say that. I asked him, I said, did it tell you to go this way? He said, yeah, okay. I didn't put up no fuss at that moment because I was still in good time to get there, right? Well, as soon as we get on the hey, T, ain't you out of town? Ain't you in Punta Cana? Take plenty pictures for me. You know, I lived through you a little bit. You didn't know that, but I lived through you a little bit. So anyway, Uber driver get on the freeway. I said something, but I didn't make a fuss. But I said we got plenty of time to get there. Well, as soon as we get there, it get crowded. Go down a little bit, it get crowded, right? It's a standstill. I'm pissed. By this time, it's a quarter till. Okay, we're gonna just go up a little bit, and then we're gonna proceed, and I'll be there in time. All right, we sitting and we sitting, we sitting. And we sitting and we sitting and we sitting, right? Now I'm very anxious, y'all. I'm real crazy in my head, right? When I'm not in control of the situation. So we sitting there. Then I realized might be sitting here for a minute. Time is ticking. It might have been 20 minutes till, right? By this time it's a quarter till. So now we still sitting here. So I said, oh, okay. Send me some pics, child. So anyway, 5 minutes. Now I'm getting antsy because it's quarter till, right? So now I go on my GPS. And before I did that, I said, well, let's get off at the next exit because I need to go through the city. He said, okay. We still sitting there. Now he's still in this lane. Get over. That means get over one more so we can get over there, right? He don't do it right there. And I waited 5 more minutes and I said again. So now we still sitting, but cars are just inching up. He get over there. He said, I'm trying. So we get over there. Child, I start hearing ambulances, fire, policemen, fire trucks. I said, it's an accident up here. Now I'm going to be late, right? So we sitting. It's 9 o'clock. I sat there about 20 minutes. I see cars behind us turning around and going backwards up the ramp because we was by a ramp. Going backwards up the ramp, right? Some was going backwards. Some people just turn around just driving up there. So he saw that. So he did the same thing. Now it's 9:02, 9:03. I'm like, and I hate being late because you miss stuff, right? So we get there. We going and he going. I don't know where he was going, right? Because why did you get on the freeway? Now we got to reroute and go backwards and all this stuff, right? When all he had to do was make a couple turns and go down the street the way my friend did, and we would have been there. So we going. Then I was upset, and then he started going real fast. It's too late now. So I said, okay, long as I get there before 9:15, I might be good, right? That's what I'm thinking. People give you 15 minutes grace. I don't know. Do they still do that, right? But before we can even get there, it was 9:15 already. It was about 9:23 when I got there, right? Now, mind you, I told him, I said, this is my first day. This is my first day, right? He don't say, I'm trying the best I can. Sorry, ma'am. He said nothing. He said nothing, right? So I was going to act ugly and slam the door when I got out. I was like, no, Jackie, don't block your blessings. So I said, thank you very much, and got out the car. So when I get in there, they looking at me like I'm crazy, right? I'm looking at them like they crazy because I'm overwhelmed because it wasn't my fault. Even though I called him early, I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, y'all, to get ready for 9. Didn't even require all that. I'm an on-time person, right? I like to be ready. Had my lunch packed, ate my breakfast, took my medicine, ready to go, right? They looking at me like I'm crazy. Black girls, you know how they do. So she said, oh, we had to reschedule you because the class has already started. I was so discombobulated at that moment, right? I get it. It's business, it's professional. I get it, right? I was so discombobulated, right? So she scheduled me for Saturday and Sunday. I didn't really hear. I heard her, but I didn't hear the day. I thought she said Sunday and Monday, right? So now I'm crazy in my head. So I go outside, call the Uber, hope it ain't that one coming back, right? Then I go back in because I had to ask him a question. I was crazy, right? So I had to ask him another question. I forgot what it was. And then I stood outside a few more minutes, waiting on Uber. Then I went back in and said, now, what day did you say? Because I thought she said Sunday, Monday, but it was really Saturday, Sunday. Okay, cool. Saturday, Sunday, cool. But I wanted to be there now because I need to plan how I'm when I'm gonna get my U-Haul, if I'm gonna have to catch a mega bus back home because my friend leaving on a certain day. I need to plan. I'm a planner. I need to be organized, right? I need to know what I need to ask them. Can I wait a week because I'm moving? There was a lot of things I had on my mind that I was gonna get situated today, right? Because if they said no, you got to start the next week, then I would have tried to hurry up and pack everything up in 3 or 4 days, right? Or either catch a mega bus. But I got to figure out my route, what I'm doing. So okay, so now dude come, the Uber driver come, right? I say, please don't get on the freeway. Hey, Carrie. I said, please don't get on the freeway. He getting right on the freeway. I said, no, don't get on the freeway. I said, can you reroute it? I got to go the way to GPS. I said, can't you just change the route options? No, I ain't doing that. So now we back on the freeway, right? I know it, Janika. So now we on the freeway. I don't say nothing. I just, okay, whatever, right? I'm already screwed up in my head because when things don't go the way I planned, it messes me up, right? I know life happens, but it messes me up, and especially when it's not my fault. When it's not my fault, right? Because I called early, I woke up early, called him early, did all that, right? So, okay. Then I get home, and Uber had the nerve. Now, usually the trip is like $10, $11, $12, $13. It was $18 today because they said it was peak time or something, right? Child, I get here, they sent me an email talking about $32. You got to be kidding me. And I got late and didn't even get to do what I needed to do. So I said, well, let me figure out how to give a review and how could I request a refund or something. I'm not giving you no $32 for this idiot. And so I made a bad review on both of them with words. Like, it took me a long time to figure out how to put in some words, right? Because they got what they want you to, check off this, that. No, it's more than that, right? So I told them that they didn't follow my directions, which they're supposed to do. I didn't know that, but it was on the list. They didn't follow my directions. I don't want. What if I got a phobia to freeways? I don't want you to go on the freeway, right? They both of them did it. Both of them did it, and I didn't want them to. So then they said, give them 10 days and they're going to refund some of the money or something. But I just, I just called my son today, like, you got to go see about my car and see what's wrong with it. So at least I'll know what's wrong. And then once I know what's wrong, I can figure out how to pay for it, right? Because it's probably a crack radiator. That's probably about $500, $600, $700. And I already just spent a couple months back. So that was my day. Now, did it discourage me? No. But I was so ready, y'all. I was going to take a picture of everything. I was so ready. Had my little uniform on. I'm ready. Present. Here I am. Yes, right. I said, okay, it's going to be a hell of a blessing coming my way. It's got to be, right? Because that just messed me up. I went to bed early. I don't even go to bed early. I'm a night owl. I can be up all night. I went to bed early. I woke up at 3 in the morning because I can't sleep but 5 hours tops. So I went to bed. Seemed like a little bit after 8:30 something. So of course I was up at 3 in the morning, watching TV, looking at the Tubi movie, talking to God. I'm ready. I'm prepared. I did all that preparation and still was late and wasn't able to handle my business. Saturday and Sunday is coming, so I'll be there Saturday and Sunday. But I just like to know which direction and what route I got to go and how much time I'm going to have and so on and so forth. So anyway, y'all, that was my day. But what I did, though, I made lemonade out of lemons. I came home and started writing, right? And I've been writing all day, pretty much. And I got a lot accomplished, right? I want to say I'm halfway through, but I don't know. It might just be a third. I'm not quite, because it's a lot. And, my notes, things that I have forgotten is on my desk at home on a notebook. So, it's a lot, but I'm handling it though. So I got all these days till I start work. And it's so quiet, nobody's here. I got total peace and solitude. I text my friend, I was like, the peace is just on 1,000 over here, right? So I'm good. So that's what it is. All right. So listen, y'all. Listen. We're going to start off with, because this is a heavy topic for me. Because let me tell you, I listened to, let me put the name down. Now, y'all remember Derrick Jaxn, right? He was the, I don't know what we're going to call Derrick Jaxn. He was always talking about what men should do, and he was been cheating all the time on his wife, drove her crazy. That Derrick Jaxn. His wife was named Denia. She's a holy roller. She's a fanatic, a religious fanatic. So she interviewed with this guy. I wrote his name down. She interviewed with Dear Wifey podcast, right? So what did he do? Now that I think it was a couple weeks ago. Because I remember I seen it. I didn't listen to it. He go and interview with dude too. Do y'all know what this Negro said? He said it was his wife's fault that he cheated. Now, I didn't listen to the whole interview, just the fact that he said that. I really didn't want to listen to it. How dare you? How dare you? First of all, you drove her crazy because she's crazy, but she looks real pretty now, and I think that's what he mad about, because she keep her full glam on now. She was looking like a Frumpty Dumpty. She's a pretty girl, and she keep herself together, and I don't know if she's going on a lot of speaking engagements, right? And she looks beautiful. And I guess he wanted to, dudes is just weird, right? He wanted to hurt her. I don't know what it is. I didn't watch the whole interview. I'm going to watch it later. I didn't watch the whole interview. I was upset. This is what I was upset about, because I used to listen to Derrick Jaxn, right? I was like, oh, he for the sisters. Yes, brother. Yes, preach. Tell him how to do it, right? This nigga was a whole clown the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a narcissist. He's definitely a narcissist. He said it was his fault. And I heard a bit of the conversation where she knew that he was a cheater before she married him. That's what he had been doing. And she was in the rotation. She would wait her turn. That's what I gather. I got to listen to it all to see. Yeah. Uh, she was in the rotation. She no, that's what she said, not what he said. When she did her interview, she was explaining what she, how it went, right? So she knew that he was a cheater when she married him, right? Um, and so that's now he goes on that same podcast and say, I think it's the same podcast, and say it was her fault. Yeah, she knew what she signed up for, right? But he's a handsome dude, right? It was in college. Uh, you know, and she might have thought a lot of times women, especially when you're young like that, you think you could change them. And a lot of women think they have the super pussy, right? I got to he gonna do right by me. A lot of women like that, right? Um, and so he goes on that podcast and said it was her fault. And I'm like, how dare you? How dare you, Negro, say that? And even if it was, this was your wife, the mother of your kids. Have some respect for her for that part. You done humiliated her in front of the whole world, right? And I don't get that part. Because let me tell you what else I saw today. I watched Sierra from Love and Hip Hop did a live. Now, Sierra was married to her husband, Eric. Bambi was married to Scrappy. And Erica Mena was married to Safari, which I don't even know why she ever married Safari, right? Or Scrappy. I like Scrappy, but Safari's a clown, right? So they're not friends anymore. So I know a lot of y'all don't watch it, but the last episode, they revealed something, right? Something that they were going to keep secret amongst themselves because they were all best friends, those three ladies, right? And now they're not friends anymore. Didn't know that till today. They're not friends anymore. And as I'm watching in the interview, maybe it was, I didn't hear the fact that you say this is what I don't understand about him. How can you sit up here and preach all this goodness and you doing the total opposite? That in itself is crazy to me. So I don't have that's why when I saw that, I didn't even care to hear the interview. But I am going to go to that person's YouTube or on the podcast or whatever, however I can do it and try to listen to it, right? But I just thought, like, really, dude? Like, really? And I love me some Scrappy too. He ain't marriage material. He boyfriend material. He not husband material. He the dude you go out with, have a good time, play with. Don't fall in love with him. That's him, right? But that's a story. That's a story. Hey, Denise, because it wasn't Scrappy, it was Safari. Now, I believe it, right? Because some dudes, what he wants to do is hurt Erica for whatever reason. He does hurtful things. He was doing hurtful things to her when he was married to her. He has not grown up, right? And I don't know why these girls get with these dudes, but again, because they think they got super peas, right? You get with him, he's a clown. He's a clown. He's gonna always be a clown, right? And think he gonna turn into this husband father, because he's not, right? So he wants to hurt her. What better way to hurt her than try to go with her best friend? And so I watched her live today, and I believe her. Watch her live. It's still, you can see it on Instagram. And I believe her. And I'm going to tell you the story. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think it is, too. I think it's jealousy. Let me tell you something. When Sierra became close with Bambi, see, when you get older, you just get so wise. When Sierra became close with Bambi and Erica, I was like, wrong move, wrong move. But it went on to the next season. I said, okay, maybe. Because Erica was horrible on Love and Hip Hop New York. And Bambi was on Basketball Wives. She was horrible. Those people, that's who they are, right? Jealous-hearted people. So I saw, when everybody's breaking up from their husbands, I saw Sierra go hard. She was cussing Scrappy out. She was cussing Safari out. But she explained herself. She said, that I'm like that. That's what you do for your friends. And she said something that reminded me of me. She said, somebody told her, an older person told her, that you care too much for your friends. And it's going to hurt you. It's going to come to hurt you one day, right? And she said, well, I can't help who I am. And I get it, right? So she said she was going hard for them. Now, when Safari, she showed the text. That's why I know she's not lying. She showed the actual text, right? She said they were all in, not they, but her and her husband and Safari was in Bitcoin. So when she's breaking up from her husband, they divorcing, she wanted to know how to get her Bitcoin separated from his because they went in together, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's all over the place. and she's mean. Hey, Eve. So she said she called Safari. She said before y'all start, y'all been saying what you had no business on the phone. Because that was my initial thought when I saw the episode. Like, why would you on the phone with him? But she said in their friend group, they all called. They were like brothers and sisters. They all called each other's men. They all talked like when Scrappy and Babby fell out, and he'd call her like, sis, what I do? What should I do? Blah blah blah. Right. When same thing with Safari. You know, they talked amongst themselves. They were friends. Right. So she said when he texted her, she thought nothing of it because she had called him and he called her back or texted back or whatever, and she wanted to know how to separate because Safari is real proficient in the Bitcoin, believe it or not, right? So, yeah, exactly. So, but you know, they was in the friend group. You know what I'm saying? I like people that have friend groups like that. I've never had with the dudes and the everybody all friend groups. I never had that, but my girlfriends, but not their husbands or whatever, because they not my friends married, but one or two, three of them, my close ones. One of them that I can think of right now. So anyway, she said that he called her back and she said, "Well, I'm in prayers meeting a Bible study or something right now. I'm gonna call you back." He said, "Make sure you do." Then after they talked, and she told him what she wanted, and she said, "Okay, I got to go now. Whatever." She said she had to go because she had to do. She got that somebody eats, girl eats or something like that. She cooked food and it'd be looking good too, right? And so she said she had to go do that. And she said she said, well, I'll get back with you later. He immediately started texting her. So he kept texting. She said, well, maybe something up with Erica. So, because, you know, she said Erica had almost a nervous breakdown when they broke up. And she said she nursed her back to health. And I've been that girl before with my friends where they crying. You got to hold them. You got to support them. You got to keep talking to them, keep motivating them. They down in the dumps, losing weight. And she said Erica lost like 30 pounds, right? She said she was with her friend every day, crying. So when he kept texting her and calling her, she said, well, it must be something up with Erica. She go look at the text and he talking about, I need to talk to you. When she call him, he say, I want to be with you. Now that ain't the weirdest thing in the world, but he's a weird dude, right? So, you know, she was explaining, and she was in tears as she was explaining. She said, I'm never going to fool with them again, but I love them. They were like sisters to me. But when she became close friends with them, I said to myself, this is not going to work. It lasted longer than I thought. And she said now, when it happened, she told Bambi, because she said Bambi's like the mother of the group. And she told her husband. And her husband said, don't say nothing, let me say something to him. And then Bambi told her, don't say nothing, period. She said she couldn't keep it in any longer because Erica was afraid that had went down. So she told her. And they was to keep it in confidence and not talk about it on Love and Hip Hop. Erica brought it up on Love and Hip Hop. And she said, once you bring up a topic on Love and Hip Hop or any, I guess, reality show, then you have to do a green screen about it. So she had to tell it all, right? She had to tell it. And she said she was getting attacked, and she didn't like the fact that Bambi or Erica took up for her when the social media was attacking her, saying you shouldn't have been talking to Safari. Nobody said, hey, this is what we do. Nobody had her back, right? And so now she said she's not friends with him. So mind you, this happened months ago, so they're not friends, right? They're not friends, and she was crying. She was in tears basically when she was telling the story, and she showed the text messages. So what I'm saying, Safari, he probably would have had sex with her if she'd have went for it, but he wanted to hurt Erica. Why? I don't know, because she was cheating, twerking, and doing all this stuff all while she at home with the babies, right? I don't understand why you got to just, a man want to break you all the way down. I don't get that part. That's what she said. I got to go back and watch it because I seen it the last week's episode. The other day when it came on. She said, if y'all look at it, you'll see that I'm in shock because she said they had pinky promised, swore to God, hugged each other. We not going to talk about it. And when Erica brought it up, she said she was in shock. She was in shock. She didn't know why she brought it up when they had already said we were not going to discuss this on Love and Hip Hop. So at that point, see, Sierra's doing a lot of stuff. She got, what is it, Ghetto Girl Eats or something? I think it's called Ghetto Girl Eats. She got Money Monster. She do eyelashes or eyebrows and stuff. She do stuff, right? And I believe now Erica's doing she in a lot of Tubi movies. She getting her little change too. But sometimes it don't matter. I know that people have been jealous of me and they had more than me. So I think sometimes it's your character. That's just what I think. It's your character, right? Yeah. Yeah, he bought them twins. And first of all, that was stupid. First of all, let's talk about it. So, I watch Love and Hip Hop Miami, watch all of them, right? I was saying, I know this girl is not getting ready to mess with Safari. I know she's not getting ready to mess with Safari. He gonna twist her all the way up, right? If you see, true enough, the man don't treat every woman the same. But if they have a track record, don't mess with him. If that's his track record, don't mess with him. Because I'm gonna tell you what, he was down probably with Nikki, and she hurt him, so he gonna hurt everybody after that. Everybody he deal with gonna get hurt, right? And then I thought that was so stupid. You could have, that money you paid for Rolexes, you could have bought that girl a house if you wanted to be something for the babies. Buy them a house to live in. Buy them a college plan. You could have paid for their college tuition. Am I right, y'all? Like, I said, what is he? He's so stupid. She already messed up. He chasing that what? She pimping him for a storyline. Okay. Yeah, but the watches, that was so stupid because they can't fit it. When they gonna be able to fit it? When they graduate school? When are they gonna fit a watch? And then you got 2 or 3 kids over there with Erica you ain't doing nothing for. So she said, right? Why did you do that? First of all, I would have a problem if my baby daddy, I got little babies, you run around buying stuff for another woman. I would have a problem with that. I really would. Because he set it up so she wouldn't get that much child support. Y'all remember that? Yeah, didn't buy them nothing. They could be, but according to Trick Daddy and some other folks, Trick Daddy and Chaotic, they knew that they was smashing. They already knew that they was doing something. And when they kept asking her, she was like, "No, we're just friends, right?" Again, Safari is the type of dude you can play with him. You just want to play with him, you can play with him in private. Don't care nowhere. Don't let nobody see you with him. Don't talk about him. Even if y'all in the same room, act like y'all cool. Hey, Safari. That's it. Don't have no feelings and no emotions about him and none of that, right? I don't know who raised these girls. I just don't understand, right? But listening to Ciara, she made perfect sense, and she showed the text message. She said, "I would never, because Safari is corny, and he danced too much. He ain't my type," right? But that's my friend. That's my sis. I would never do that. Now, if somebody close to you, this has happened to me. I told y'all that twice now. Somebody close to you, they know you. Erica know that girl didn't want him, but she wanted a reason to be upset. Now, if this is your friend and she been holding you and crying with you, coming and sitting with you while you crying about him, trying to get you together as girlfriends do, why would she want him? When she already had Eric, why would she want him, right? Why would she want him? Because the two dudes is total contrast, right? I think that, and she said she'll never be friends with him again. But I think that now, Erica on the next episode is going to get into it with Spice. Ciara said on next season, you'll see all of this play how it plays out. Next season, right? Yeah, but I think that was all. We don't know exactly what that is. See, let me tell you something about Spice. And Ciara said this, right? She said her and Spice is cool. And she said she's like her spiritual sister. But she said Spice can be a mean girl. And I recognize that. And she's, iffy, And I think Spice like for people to do what she wants them to do. She's that kind of friend, right? And she said that Erica and them, okay, so when her and Carly was not friends, she said it was 2-3 years, right? I didn't know it was that long. Bambi and Erica remained friends with her. She said because that's what grown women do. But since this happened, they saw Ciara took a picture with Spice, and Erica got mad. That's so young girlish. That's so little elementary schoolish. If you fall out with them, don't mean I got to fall out with them. That's grown. And I've told my friends that I've been sitting somewhere and this person talking about that person, one talking about this, that one, and this, and the other time, and I keep it to myself. You mad at them. I ain't. You mad at him, right? And so go watch it on her IG. I believe her. And as far as them checks go with Safari, I think he just started sending that money. I think he just started sending that money. I think he just, because I remember when they called and he said he only had to pay X amount and she thought that was too small. But I blame Erica and Bambi. I hate to use that word because y'all knew who these dudes was when you got with them, right? Even though we all love us some Scrappy. Scrappy ain't the one you married, let alone she spit out 3 babies rapidly. Everybody think they got the magic puss. Yeah, hey Vanessa, she thinks someone scared her. Yeah, she do. It was only taking up. Yeah, she do. Yeah, she do. She got a mean, and I didn't like the fact. But I'm telling you, I like Spice, but I didn't like the fact that her girlfriend Mita. I hate when girls say this. Grown women. I'm gonna stop saying girls. Mita and Carly became friends. Okay, fine, right? She was mad that Mita was doing things with Carly. Like, you're a grown woman. You're a grown woman, right? So y'all, because you went to the what's the name with her and you didn't call me. Like, that is so immature to me. It's just so immature. But I peeped Spice is a mean girl. Because, remember, she's a little tamer than she was seasons before. But she was always wanting to get in a fight. She wanted to get in a fight with Akbar. She wanted to get in a fight with Tokyo Tony. She always, relax, sis. You're a grown woman now. You ain't got to do it like that, right? So my question is, do you let your partner cheat in peace? If they cheating, do you stay with them because of what? What would you stay for? In my opinion, I just watched the interview with him and he made sense. Like, why marry someone of that? Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm gonna tell you, this was my thoughts on Bambi. Bambi had been trying to get on for years throughout reality. She's been on reality TV about 10, 11, 12 years, right? She was trying to get on. She was trying to get on, right? And then she probably didn't do her research. Scrappy, everybody likes Scrappy. He got a big personality. Everybody love him. But when was the last time he made a record? Right? Now he got one out now with Young Jock and somebody else. He on their situation, but you didn't do your research, sis. And then Benzino got an interview out now talking about what they were doing in the hot tub and what she was trying to do with Kurt and some. I ain't even seen that one either, right? If y'all watch it, tell me. No cheating. Now, let me ask you this question. What if they cheat one time you out, or how many times for you be out? Because listen why I say this. Let's say y'all got finances tied up. And if y'all been together a while, you probably do got finances tied up together, right? She used him, but why have because of her little dumb mind, in her little dumb mind, she wanted to have the keys to the kingdom, right? Mama D got the keys to the kingdom. She wanted to, one and done, Nick. She wanted to, whatever he got, she wanted to be a part of. She wanted to go down in history as Scrappy's wife. That's why. Quite frankly, I believe Bambi and Erica are jealous-hearted women because Bambi disliked Erica, Scrappy's Erica, for no reason. If you got him, she used to have him, and you got him. Why you mad at her? You got him. You got him. You married him. Had your 3 babies by him. Erica was already done, right? So I think that they have jealous spirits. That's what I think. And they're pretty girls, but I think they have some sort of insecurities or something going on. And if Erica Mena didn't have an insecurity, she do now. Went through that in my first marriage. Gave him a chance. He did it again with the same. Oh, he was in love with her. He was in a relationship. Felt horrible about it and decided this. Yeah, She told Erica she's a baby mama and I'm a wife. Yeah, she wanted to win. But what did you win? What did you win? I mean, let me tell y'all something. I remember years ago, and this is going to be in my book. As a matter of fact, I just got on that chapter in my book. This guy I was going to marry years ago, right? And then he got on crack, and he had a crack girlfriend, right? Did they marry? They didn't marry, but they had a baby together, right? And I remember that I was hurt about it. Now, I was in love with him as much as I could be at that stage in my life, right? But I didn't want him as with being on crack, right? And I remember telling my aunt, and she said, "Yeah, still lost at the end." And my aunt said, "What you get? What she got?" I said, "Well, she got him. She with him." She said, "What she got?" And that put it all into perspective. She ain't got nothing. You can have that. You have nothing, right? So Bambi, again, that's that light skin privilege because Sierra said gonna talk about it next season that Erica called Spice a black monkey or something derogatory. Something derogatory, right? Now, Erica, and you know what get on my nerves. I hope I don't offend nobody. I'm just telling you about my experiences. I've seen it at work. I've seen it. Them Puerto Rican girls, they like our men, but they don't really like us. I don't know if I said that to y'all before, but they don't. Mm-mm. They like our men, but they don't really like us, right? Uh, yeah. So she, Erica thought, not Erica, Bambi thought she was winning. I'm gonna get the house, and all the time she helping them fake because I thought they was buying the house, they was leasing it or renting it or something, right? You got the house, you got the man, you had 3 little cute babies. I won, right? Because let me tell you what I've noticed, and y'all will notice it too after I say this. Yeah, they are. Whenever a woman gets with a man who has a child that he loves and adores and take care of and interacts with, the next woman is going to definitely have more. Let's say she got 2. The next woman gonna have 3 or try her best to have 3, right? This is what silly girls do, right? Because they think the more kids they have, the more they win. When all you do is have more problems. That's all that's gonna do is more problems, more money. More money, more problems. Yeah. That's why I experienced. That's when I first realized it, Vanessa. I worked a job, and they was working, and they loved the black men. Oh my God, loved them, right? And there's an area in Cleveland on the west side where they live, right, and it's mixed with black. And I noticed that, but I also noticed that they real slick out their mouth, like you said, with black girls, black women. And then I started paying attention. And then when I moved to Charlotte, I seen an episode. Where did I see that at? Oh, at work, when I was at work. Again, at work, I seen that, right? The emotional, yeah, especially the ones up north. So, I didn't put my big stand up here. But, yeah, you didn't win anything, sis. You didn't win anything. You got 2 kids by a clown. You got 3 kids by the fun guy. And what I'm thinking now is they're going to stay in Atlanta because neither one of them from Atlanta. Neither they came here for their men. But like I said, Bambi been running around, chasing around. I remember way back, Bambi was on a couple shows. I was like, Bambi going across country. Now she over here, right? She been trying to get it for a long time. So I guess she got tired and said, okay, scrappy it. She did do a research. Leave the cheater, pursue peace and a brighter day. Yeah. Well, you know what? Lily Grandma on here. Hey, Lily Grandma. My ex cheated. He cheated a lot. I'm tell you why I stayed with him. I stayed with him because of the money. That's why I stayed. Real honest. Now, I wasn't thinking, and I wasn't like I was in love, like, oh my God, but I wasn't thinking the way I should have been thinking, right? I wasn't, because like right now I'm single. Had I left him alone long time ago, I'd already be with Henry. I'd already be with Tyrone right now. We'd be together, right? So I wasted time. It's a waste of time to stay with him. No, you ain't. You right on time, Lily Grandma. It's a waste of time when you deal with a cheater. Because I think for the most part, especially if they cheat with the same woman, they in love with her, right? Like my ex did. The last one, he was in love with her. She was a bum too. When she brought the baby E Money into it, right? And that's another thing. Like now she talking about, and you know what tripped me out? She just said on this last episode, she told Erica, and Imani still got a room in my house. Why? Ain't like she coming over there. Her daddy don't live there. Why she got a room in your house? Like all that was capped to me. Like no, she don't. Wow, you got 3 kids. Why don't you make her a room in your house? Listen, and Sierra said her friends. She said her friends been her friends since they were little. She said they told her watch out for them TV girls, right? Watch out for the TV girls. So now she's hurt, but like she said, she her heart, you get hurt. And I'm as old as I am, y'all, I'm realizing that you can have that good heart and people will hurt you, because especially if they know you have a good heart, they'll use you and then they'll hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Because they know you gonna ride for them. You down with them. You with them. What's up, sis? What we doing? What's happening? What? They know that. Married the one that he was cheating with is not. Well, that's karma, T. I like it. I love it. I'm not gonna tell y'all what happened to my exes. That's gonna be in my book. It's gonna be a shocker. It's gonna be a shocker. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a shocker. But listen, you cannot do. I know this for a fact. You cannot do wrong to God's children and think you're gonna have good luck. Think you're gonna skip off to the rainbow. It don't happen like that. And he did me wrong in so many ways. That's why I'm trying to hurry up and get to that part. I got some years to go to before I get to that part, because so much happened in my lifetime before I got with him. But him, he gonna be quite a bit of the book. Because I was with him for 10 years, and 10 years, and I continued to talk to him for a couple of years after that. I recently just stopped talking to him last year, about a year ago, right? And so, it's a lot, right? I want to hurry up and get to that part. That's like the end. But I want to hurry up and get to that part because I didn't know he was a narcissist. I've said that several times. And I want to help somebody because that was real, right? I could not figure that out. And as smart as I am, much street as I got, I couldn't figure dude out. And it all made sense when I started my YouTube channel. And people started talking about narcissists. And I started looking it up and researching it. He was textbook. And they say narcissism is on a spectrum, right? Like this, right? He was over there on the big side of it, okay? Woo, child, I used to tell him, that's what's so funny, but I used to tell him, a lesser woman, you would mess up her self-esteem. You would lower her self-esteem, You better hide, because I'm going upside your head and then I'm leaving. Why do you feel like you were still in communication? The reason why I was still in communication with him, it took a while. What I would do would be, I would block him, right? I would block him because he would call me all the time. I would block him. But my girlfriend, one of my close girlfriends, they're friends with, as a matter of fact, I met her through him, right? And I'm going to tell you why. One, because I was petty. Two, because it would always be about money. It would always be about money. He's sending me some money. He's sending me this. He got that. He would send it because he didn't know how to do Cash App. He would send it through my friend, and then he figured out a way because he didn't know how to text or anything, y'all. Somebody taught him how to text after we broke up, and that was why, And then, to be honest with y'all, I didn't hate him. I didn't love him. I felt sorry for him. This is all before I knew he was a narcissist and couldn't be helped. I felt sorry for him. And then I would have bouts of sad moments of what could have been, right? And so we would talk. We would always laugh and giggle. But I'm going to tell you what I did. This is when I stopped talking to him. We would laugh and giggle at first. We would just laugh and ha, 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 right? And then when I would hang up, I would get sad. And I noticed it two, three times. And then I told him we can't talk anymore because it makes me sad, right? So I would block him. And then he would send messages by my friend or something like that, right? Because I realized that me talking and laughing with him, when it was over, it made me sad. It was the weirdest thing, right? So, no, my self-esteem didn't take a hit. Because I was well aware. Let me tell y'all something. And see, I don't want to spill too much because it's in the book. I learned how to deal with him for my benefit, right? Because I felt like he owed me. And at some point, I didn't even care. I don't even care, right? And then I said, I talked to myself. I said, Jackie, because I watched my aunts and uncles be together till they died, right? 40, 50, 60 years, So I said, okay, maybe this is what people do, right? But it got too bad that I didn't even like him in my space in the house, right? I don't even want to see you. I don't like you at all. So I said, Jackie, this ain't no way to live. This is not no way to live, right? You have to end this because this is not no way to live. But initially, and then also, Janika, when you're with somebody a long time like that, it's the you used to them. It's familiar, the familiarity of it all, right? And had I been thinking, I I would have just quit that Negro and went on found me somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But my mind wasn't on that like that. We fall in love with them who they are, and I hate them and who they're not showing us. That's what we still. Yeah, and I definitely know I stayed longer. I stayed years longer than I should. And it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't so much love. It was because I don't. When I look back, I don't know if I loved him. I was in heavy light. I don't know if I loved him. It was financial because anything I wanted. If I said, "Listen here, I need an elephant," at some point in a day or two, he gonna call me and be like, "I got the elephant. Open the door. I'm coming down the street now with the elephant." It was that. I never had to. I never had to. Let's say we talking in general conversation about something. The next day I would have it, or the next day, I never had to play games and beg and repeat stuff. He was a provider. He was a provider. He was a provider. Yeah, I was in heavy light. It definitely was heavy light because when I look back on it, now I'm not gonna lie to y'all and say I didn't cry the first time he hurt my feelings when he was with my cousin, which I didn't know it was my cousin at the time. I was in my bed crying, right, in the fetal position. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie that I wasn't, right, but I was. But when I look back on it, I was not crying. Let me tell y'all this: my ego was hurt, and I wasn't crying. I learned it through him. I had abandonment issues. I didn't know it till I got with him. So somebody leave me, it messes me up, right? I had never experienced that until I got with him and realized I had abandonment issues. So every time he would say he gonna leave, or every time he would leave, it would just crush me. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm so in love. It was something else psychological going on inside of me, right? And I had to get strength I had to regain my strength back so that would not affect me when he would do that. And that's what he did. That's exactly what he did. Like I said, since I've had my YouTube channel and I've been researching narcissism, he did all that. He did all that. He did all of that, right? So therefore, he did all of that. That's all I can say. He did all of that. And my ego was definitely hurt. When I sat back and thought about it, it was like my ego. I'm telling y'all right now, this is why I keep talking about dudes all the time, right? I don't think I've ever been in love. There was a guy when I was younger, I was going to get married to. He got on crack. That's to be in my book. We ain't going to talk about it here because all that's going to be in my book, right? Because it'll be in my book. But I think that situation tarnished me. It hardened me. It hardened me, right? I didn't really gain feelings for anybody 20 years later when I got with my ex, right? Because the way he presented himself. The world is yours. You know what I'm saying? Shopping sprees, what you want, what the kids need. What I never had to ask for anything. He just look at, I'm used to me. He just look at, what's happening on here? What you need this? My hair ain't done. Well, how much it's gonna cost to get your hair done? What's going on with your hair? The car. It started out with the car. Started out, he paid for my car to get fixed, right? So it's like when you've been struggling, and then here come the knight in shining armor or Superman with the cape on. You're like, ooh, and he looked nice. He dressed nice. He dressed the way I like a man to dress. That's what it was, right? They do. They do. I read it. I'm telling you, they do. And once I cut him up, I literally, we was in the house together and not talking. No talk, right? I would not talk to him at all. I don't need to talk to you. Put the money over there, wherever you need to put it. I don't need to talk, right? That would drive him bananas. So then it became a game to me, y'all. Still not knowing he's a narcissist, but I know he playing with my mind, right? So I start playing with his. And I won. I started playing with his. Once I realized what it was, and it wasn't going to never get any better, I'm admitting this, because it's all the details going to be in the book. I started playing with him. You're not going to psychologically damage me. I'm going to damage you. And I remember I told him that one day. I said, I'm going to psychologically damage you. And he said, you already did. Not knowing that I was messing up his narcissism thing, right? Because I did the total opposite of what he thought he was going to do once I realized that it wasn't going to change, right? And like I said, it'll all be in my book. It'll probably be a couple chapters because I went through some psychological stuff, y'all. When I read on how they do and what they do, I went through that, but I overcame it. And then I overcame whatever feelings I had for him while we was both sitting in that house. I overcame him. right? So when he was gone and I left, it wasn't no feeling, nothing, there wasn't nothing there. I had overcame all that, right? Uh, I beat him at his own game. I really did, right? Yeah, he was shook up. He was. And so what he was doing when he was there, he was trying to regain me because that's what they do. So I was playing the game. Okay, send me this, send me that, do this, do that, right? That's what it was. And my last time I did that, my girlfriend said, "You did wrong." And I said, like I always told him, "You owe me this. It's in the divorce decree. You owe me this, nigga. You hurt my feelings and played with me and did all that. You owe me this." Because he could be mean at times. I'll tell y'all about it. I won't talk about it too much here because it's going to be very enlightening. And when y'all read this, listen to me, y'all. When y'all read my book, because it's shocking me as I'm writing it, right? Because some stuff I had forgot prior to him, stuff I went through in life. When I'm writing it, I stop and be like, "Damn, Jackie." You know what I'm saying? Average person couldn't have withstood all that trauma and drama I went through and still look like this. You know what I'm saying? I having bad hips, bad feet, one eye, arthritis, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Smoking cigarettes, drinking liquor, alcoholic, drug addict, right? So I know that I got to tell that story, right? I know I got to tell that story because shit is interesting to me. When I'm writing it, it's interesting to me, you know? Yeah, they'll break you. Oh, he tried to break me. Oh, man, he tried to break me. And I didn't realize it at first because in my mind, I loved his family. I loved his friends. His friends are my friends, right? And when we didn't get married, especially after we got the house, and we didn't get married, his friends and his family be like, "When y'all get married?" Y'all know that's bad when people start saying, "Well, when y'all get married?" Didn't want no parts of that. No parts of that, right? He wanted no parts of that. And when people say, "Well, why was you with him that long?" I was with him that long because I thought it was beneficial to me. Period. That's it. Period. You know what I'm saying? And he did set the bar very high, right? He did set the bar very high. I was already, certain things had to happen, but he set the bar very, very high. That's why I've been single for 5 years. He set the bar very, very high, right? Because I didn't have to ask. That was the thing for me. I didn't have to ask. I didn't have to, he was a street dude. So I ain't got to wait till you get paid. We got to itch, some go over here, a little bit go over there, this go over there. It was every day. Whatever I needed, I got it every day. What I need. Concerts, Now, what he would do, we used to do stuff. Then we stopped doing stuff together. We lived separate lives. But whatever I wanted to do, he'd pay for it, right? Or he'll come home and say, "Hey, I got tickets. I done gave so and such money to tickets for this, this, that. I got this over here for you. Here go this." You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, right? And when it got, yeah, he did. He very much. Well, you know what he told me when I was in Charlotte? Maybe when I was in Atlanta. I think I was in Charlotte. Because for a long while in Charlotte, I didn't talk to him. Might have been Atlanta. He said, "I led with my pockets." I'm a money hungry person and I like living a certain way. And so, and then he had told me, he was used to women that didn't want too much. I want a lot. I got a lot for myself, right? So now if a man do something for me, he got to do more than I do for myself, right? One time he had broke up with me and I had bought a Cadillac, right? It was nice. Rag top, all that, presidential. He thought that I really had hustled and got that. I did hustle and get it, but I didn't pay a lot for it because it was my mama's, right? But people on the outside world, they thinking a lot of things they thought he did, I did for myself because I hustled. I hustled myself, right? But he definitely played. He was definitely very calculating with me until he couldn't anymore. And so what he thought he was going to do once I moved out of town, and I almost let him come, and only because, not because I liked him or I missed him, just come on and take me somewhere, It was the pandemic, I wasn't thinking like that. And then we had a conversation. He had already bought his plane ticket. We had a conversation, and he said something got on my nerves. I said, sorry, don't come. And he didn't have my address, so don't come. And yeah, that's what that was. So that narcissist thing is deep. And if you're not, aware of it if you're not. I think because I'm older. Had I been younger, and now because it wouldn't work when I was younger, because I was wild. I was hell. It wouldn't have worked when I was younger. He got me at a time when I said, "Okay, God, I'm changing my life and I'm rearranging some things." That's when he got me. The other Jackie, he wouldn't have been able to deal with. He wouldn't even wanted me. He wouldn't have been able to deal with that. But that's what happened. That's what happened. And I remember I prayed for him, right? Before I met him, I prayed for this type of individual. And I remember telling this guy that liked me that I prayed for him and I thought he was the one. That's another reason why I stayed, because I thought he was the one, right? And my friend said to me, you know, the devil give you what you want too. And I had never heard that. And I was like, you know, you right, because that's all he was the devil, right? So I'm like I said, I didn't let the devil walk in my house, y'all. No more. Can't come in my house no more. You have to get sage down, touch with some oil, go to church. You have to do a whole bunch of stuff. Because you can't just come up in my house with them spirits. My youngest son's grandmother used to say that, and I used to think she was crazy. She used to be like, I don't let say everybody in my house, letting all them demons up in here. And you're like, oh, she just talks so crazy all the time. That's real. That's real. That's really, really real. So, you know, for me, if somebody's cheating, I'm gonna be like, y'all, one and done. Because that's who you are. And as good as I am to you and you feel the need to cheat, go ahead on over there, bro. It's gonna hurt. I'm probably gonna cry. But like I said, I've never been in love. That's why I always talk about dudes, because I ain't never been in love, and I want to be in love before I leave this earth. I don't think I've ever been in love, quite frankly. Mm-mm. And I want to. You know, I know what it is. I see what it is on other folks. I know what it feel like. I want that oneness, I want that oneness, right? I ain't never had that oneness. You know, I've had it temporarily, but a lot of dudes, when you mess with street men, they have a lot of temptation. They can't be one. They can't. They can't be one. That's why I said I've never been in love, because I've never been in love, and I want to be in love. I want somebody that wants oneness like I do. Somebody that wants a genuine partner. Somebody that's gonna have their back like I do. That's that. So if you cheat, it's over with. I feel like this. If you think it, so it is. If you think he's cheating, he probably is, because we have women's intuition, and you know your dude. Let me tell you what a dude told me I used to go with a long time ago. He said, whenever the pattern change, which is so true, because that's what happened with my ex. I was aware of it. Whenever the pattern change, it's somebody else in the mix. The pattern don't change, it's cool. Whenever the pattern change, it's somebody else in the mix. Yep. So remember that, Law. When the pattern changes, something going on. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Because I'm big on loyalty. I'm big on loyalty, and I got to close these blinds. I'm big on loyalty, and I can't trust you. I can't trust you. So you know that's where it's at. I can't trust you. That's that. I ain't even ready to deal. Plus, if you at my age cheating, go ahead on, Negro. Go ahead on. Go. Just go ahead on. I ain't got time. There's somebody else I want to talk about with the cheating. Eric Jackson. Yeah, I guess that was it. Yes, that was them. Oh, y'all know what I just saw, and I didn't have a chance to really check into it. They say Carly, which I kind of figured this anyway. Carly Russell, the girl that faked her whatever her hostage situation. She told her friend about it, and I think they trying to put some charges on the friend. The friend is the one who picked her up, a girlfriend. They put a picture up. She's the one who picked her up, and I think Carly is talking and telling on her. Because somebody said she's not trying to take full responsibility. I saw that in the comments. So I got to check into that and see what's going on. I got to close these blinds. I don't like when it get dusk but the people can see me and I can't see them. I don't like that. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. So, I gotta look into that. We'll talk about that probably tomorrow. I gotta look into that. But anyway, it's on TikTok and Instagram. The video of the two black guards that basically assaulted them young girls at the bowling alley in Texas. Did y'all see that? So I guess they told the young girls to leave. Now, we all know teenagers can run off at the mouth. They basically assaulted them and maced them, right? which was uncalled for. Big old dudes too, right? Black. One big light skinned one black one, right? You can Google it because the name of it was called Plano Super Bowl Bowling Alley in Plano, Texas. So I didn't know they were kids. I just thought they was young women. When I saw the video, I just thought they was young, in their 20s or something, right? And maybe they had did something prior, was running off at the mouth, maybe. But if you're a man, you should be able to handle that in a better fashion. They was talking to them girls so bad, talking about tell your mama, fuck your mama, bald head, I don't care, tell the world. They was saying all kind of stuff to these girls, right? So they leaving out the place. Now they're leaving out of the place. And yeah, you saw Lily Grandma? They was leaving out of the place and they followed them out. They followed them in the parking lot and assaulted them and maced one of the girls in her car. That once they went outside, all they had to do was turn around and go back in there. They followed them and taunted them girls all the way to their car and into their car. So today, or whenever, I guess I'm going to say today, her mom and looked like her uncles was up at the bowling alley looking for Bruno and them, right? So the white guy was acting like he didn't know who they was, and you have to get in touch with the company. I don't know if they ever got the security company's name or whatever, because he said he didn't know the guy's name and so on and so forth. You knew their names. They was working in your establishment, right? But I think the girl has a lawyer. The mother has a lawyer because one of the girls is in the hospital still. She's in the hospital, so they about to milk this for all they can. Because and they said it. They said we could sue the bowling alley. Hey nephew, where you been? He said they're gonna sue the bowling alley, the security company, the two dudes, and the big light skinned dude. Was really disgusting, right? They was talking to them, and like I said, I didn't know they was teenagers. They knew they was teenagers. I didn't know they was teenagers. I thought they was like in their 20s, because you could only see one. One had the camera, and the other girl was talking, right? But you could hear their voices. I said to myself, black men got to do better. Black men got to do better. Black men got to learn how to protect us, right? I don't know what we do for that. What do we do? How do we fix that? How do we fix that? Because if there had been white girls in a bowling alley with white folks, one of them white men would have came and stopped that, right? I mean, these were some big dudes, big light skin, looked like he might eat people, and there was a big brown skinned dude, right? I'm waiting. I'm gonna go on TikTok later tonight because I want to update. I need to know what happened. About that, because something need to be happening. Like, I don't understand that. Like, a man should be able to handle a woman without putting his hands on her. Am I right, nephew? He should be able to handle a woman without putting his hands on her. And once they left the building, there was no more to be said. They followed them all out there. And I said to myself, if they were dudes, if they was young black boys or men, would they have done that? The answer is no, for 200. I said the same thing. They would have been in jail if they were white. Yeah. Yeah, I said the same thing, especially at light, because that light skin one, he was like, your mama with your bald head. He was just saying all kind of stuff in the background. I was like, ooh, Lord. Right? Now, what I want, see, the mama and the uncles, whoever they was, them dudes, went up there in the morning. I want them to go up there tonight. That's what I want them to do. Go up there tonight and check Bubba and Bruno. I want them to go up there tonight. Take the squad and go up there. Matter of fact, leave the mama at home. And I want them uncles, or whoever the men was, to go up there and check Bruno and Bubba. That's what I want. Dude pulled out the mace, and you could hear the mace squirted it. I was like, oh my God. A mace, dude, for a girl? Like, and I was even more appalled, because like I said, I thought they was young. I was even more appalled when I found out they was girls. They was teenagers. Teenagers run off at the mouth. You gotta learn how to handle teenagers, right? That's it. And the way they had on bulletproof vests, and security be having all that kind of stuff. They had the chain on like they was real police with the little badge, the mace, the baton. They had all kind of stuff on, right? Take it in, mama. That's what they were saying in the comments. That's what the people in the comments were saying. Like, they hate their mamas. Especially, they said the light-skinned one hate his mama. That's what the people in the comments were saying, child. Ooh. Oh, that's what they were saying in the comments. That must be what it is then. That must be what it is, because that showed what they said in the comments. Oh my. Corey, nephew, you just got here. I'm gonna ask you the question. We didn't already discuss it, but I'm gonna ask you since you're the only male in here. Do you allow your girlfriend to cheat in peace, or are you one and done? What say ye? What say ye? Do you allow your girlfriend to cheat in peace, or is it one and done? Or do you give her a second chance? You're like, oh baby, I love you. Come on back. How you do that, Corey? How you do that, Corey? That's what I want to know. How you do that? Anyway, what else going on? Oh, so in Duncanville, Texas. See, this is another Texas. Texas in Duncanville. I don't know how close, what city that's close to. Some police officers, 3 of them, jumped on a young black boy that weighed 115 pounds, and he may be paralyzed for life. They broke. Let me see. I wrote it down. They fractured columns in his spine. And so I guess they were stomping him or something, right? He's in the hospital. They showed his face was bruised up. And this family has retained a lawyer. It's on TikTok. That's where I saw it at. And they want everybody to repost it and share it. Boy laying up in the bed and scared that he might be paralyzed the rest of his life. 3 police officers. I don't understand. I don't know if they was black or white, but I'm assuming, this is an assumption, that they were white, right? I don't understand the hatred for us, that deep down in the gut hatred, right? I don't understand that part. And speaking of hate, the Atlanta district attorney is trying to indict Trump, or she did. Let me see. Let me read it. Oh. Let me tell y'all this. Cheating isn't the worst thing my girl could do to me. I have other things that well, what is worse than cheating? Stealing all your money? What's worse than that? I like to know that. I thought that was the worst. What's worse than that, Corey? Listen, y'all, and I'm trying to figure out where they get this information from. This is serious. I'm trying to figure out why they let Trump keep getting away with stuff. So Trump supporters posted the names and address of the jurors in the grand jury indictment online. Where did they get that information from? Where did it? And if this Trump could do this and he's not the president, what is he gonna do when he become the president next time? Because they still saying he's gonna run. He's running for president. They posted the grand jury that indicted them. They posted their names and addresses. Why do they keep, and like they had Obama's address too. Why do they keep, who's giving out this information? That's what I need to know. Who's giving out this information, right? Corey, come on with the worst thing. What is the worst thing, Corey? What is the worst thing? I'd like to know that. If it ain't cheating, so she can get that away, but don't give something else away. What is it? Money? Got to be money. I'm sick of them too. Yeah, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. That's very dangerous, right? Do y'all watch Big Brother? Y'all know I watch. I've been watching Big Brother since day one. We've got to have a solid foundation for that rule of let us cheat in peace. We've got to be together and solid for a long way. So you would let her cheat in peace, huh? Well, see, they always mess up the guidelines. Somebody always jump out of bounds, right? Somebody, because see what happens when you when you had an open marriage or relationship, so y'all cheat. Somebody cheat, or they have a threesome. Somebody spin the corner, spin the block, and go back and get with that person. And that's where the problems start. You gotta have guidelines. So you sound like you pretty knowledgeable about this, nephew. You didn't did that before. You didn't have that kind of relationship before, where you allowed you had guidelines for the cheating, or did you cheat? I don't believe you cheated. Can't nobody tell me my nephew cheated. Oh, very interesting. Another question. Would any of you all in here be in an open relationship with the guidelines? Would y'all be in an open relationship? Yeah, that's what it sounds like, Nick. Sound like Corey. No, Corey's a worldly dude now. He's a different type of dude. So, He's a worldly dude. I think any woman would be. He's a gem. He's a gem. But would y'all being me either? I wouldn't either because I'm not me either. Hey Sheila, me either. No open relationship. I don't share either. I'm too jealous. Now that I'm jealous of, I'm too jealous. Let me tell y'all something funny, right? My friend, it just happened just now. So she got a alarm system, whatever. But her lights in the living room come on. I didn't know. So when I came down here, once I go upstairs, I'm gonna come back down and get my water. I go upstairs, right? And the lights was on. It's three of them, three little lamps. And I was like, no, I know I didn't turn them on. How did they get on, right? I was puzzled briefly. And then I said, oh, maybe she can turn them on. So when I talked to her this morning, she said, oh, yeah, they on a timer. They come on and they go off. I was like, okay, child. I was like, hold up. Most of them just don't know. You think so? See, if you could make me not know it, but I think, especially at this age, I would be so in tune to you. Because, see, men are not like us. Their behaviors are different. When they doing other stuff, their behaviors change. We can lie with a straight face and do all what we doing. Men are stupid. That they don't pay no attention. They're stupider than us, right? But I would not want to be in a open. That wouldn't work for me. No kind of way. I'm too jealous. That wouldn't work for me. Because I'd be over there trying to fight the girl. That wouldn't work. No, that wouldn't work. And then every time you leave the house, see what that does, you got to be a different kind of individual. Because what that does is every time you leave the house, I'm thinking, is you going over there? Yeah. Now, it's money, ain't it? If my esteem about myself and my belief in myself and what I'm capable of starts getting affected. Oh, okay. Okay, but the only way, I get that, but the only way you get emotional toxicity how would she lower your esteem? But maybe by the way she talked to you, I guess. You see, that's a hell to the no for you. Ah, I could never be in the open. I've known people that been in them. I know people that when I lived in Cincinnati, it was a lot of couples I know, they still together, so it might work. There's a lot of couples I knew like bringing women into their relationship, right? And I didn't know it at first, you know what I'm saying? But that's a thing down there. At least it was. Tell me so. Yeah, that's why I said if you think it, so it is, right? So I'm so happy-go-lucky, frilly. I love everybody. Hey, especially when I'm out in the streets, I'm talking to everybody. I don't give a damn who you is. If you sit by me, we talking, right? And so I was real friendly with this guy. I'm friendly with all guys, right? Had laughing, joking, having fun. And I was friendly with his woman. No, I was friendly with her first. I didn't know who her guy was. I knew both of them, but didn't know they was together. That's what it was. And so one day I seen her and she wouldn't call him on the phone. I thought that was strange, but I still don't think nothing about it. Such and such, such and such, right? And I might even say something to him on the phone, right? And I told somebody about it. It was like, girl, they was trying to get you over their house that night. I don't seem like that type, because I wasn't aware of that at the time, that's how they was doing, but that's how they get out in the natty, right? They do that. They invite women into their situation. Child, I ain't into that. They didn't say anything to me, but I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember having a strange conversation with the dude. But I probably didn't catch on quick enough or something. Kill you. Okay, gotcha. But not, that's right. Okay, I got it. Because you gotta keep your mental in check. You gotta keep your mental in check. Yeah. I need you to be positive. Like if I say I'm about to go to the moon, I need you to say, okay, Jackie, call me when you get there, right? I don't need you to be like, girl, you can't go to no damn moon. Yeah. Is they? Cheating, you can get over the cheating. That's strange because most black men can't get over the cheating. I watched a movie last night, either this morning when I woke up. Girlfriend had cheated. She was, I'm sorry, now it was a show. Come on, Stars, Run the World. His girlfriend cheated and she told, why she told, I don't know. And he could not get over that. He could not get over it. The dudes can't really get over that. And if they do, they faking like they over it, right? Because they're going to do something to harm you. ATL good for the opens and the threesomes and stuff. Yeah, nah. Nephew, you wasn't on here the other day. I don't think I'm moving back to Charlotte. I'm moving back to Charlotte. You had to go watch the last live day before yesterday. Get all the details. I ain't going back there today. I'm good today. Yeah. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I need you to be supportive of me. Let me tell you something. Another reason. If y'all know I've been trying to skate and stuff, right? And I tell dudes, they be like, "Ooh, you gonna break a hip? Ooh, don't go there. You not the dude for me." I done disqualified a lot of dudes just because you ain't gonna support me the way I need you to support me. Even if you just go and watch me or hold me up or give me some water or something. If I fall, pick me up. Like, don't be talking about, "Ooh, you gonna break a hip. Ooh, you gonna fall. Ooh, you gonna hurt something." I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, I don't want to hear that. Yeah, I get it, Corey. See, I told you, Corey is a world. Corey, I can't even get it out. Corey is a worldly dude. He's a worldly dude. Yeah, you got to be supportive. Oh, Nick, I told you already. So I didn't bring it downstairs. Nick's mother has another book, and I read it. Very good read. It's inspirational book. Oh, for real. Let me tell y'all something. Now that I got y'all here, right? The support has been overwhelmed. I couldn't even think of the word when I wrote it on my community page. Couldn't think of the word. So the support has been overwhelming, right? So many people have told me that they've been with me from the beginning. I know their names, right? And that they was going through a bad spell, it was the pandemic and blah, blah, blah. And that I helped them. I'm like, what? I mean, I get that. I've gotten that a lot of times. I'm like, wow, right? Didn't know that I was doing that. I'm just doing what I'm doing, just talking about what I'm talking about, right? And so the support has been great, right? Like, that lets me know to keep going. Because there was a period I was like, I ain't going to keep doing this, fuck this, right? But several people have said to me, you help me, so we help you. I didn't know I was helping nobody, y'all. I swear to God, I just thought I was just talking and just talking, right? So the support has been really, really great. Really, really great. Like, y'all really, like I told y'all way back, I thought y'all was doing it for me. I had no idea I was doing something for y'all. No idea, right? Um, was a couple people emailed me and gave me their stories. Like, I'm like, oh wow, so I have to keep going. I like it though, but I have to keep going, right? Thank you, India. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. And let me tell y'all something. What I've discovered. So I double checked today, y'all. I cannot get monetized till after October 3rd. So that's that. But by that time, my other channel, I will have all the credentials for the other channel because my other channel is growing. I told them when I get to 500, I want to name them. But y'all, I gotta be honest, right? Y'all home, if you understand what I'm saying without what I'm saying. Without me saying what I'm saying, y'all read between the lines. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Right? Thank you, Janika. But so by the time I said all that to say this, by the time October 3rd come around, I'll be able to be monetized on that channel as well. So maybe I'll get a few little bit of coins. Thank you, Nick. Listen, I listen, y'all. I've always been this way. And what I realized is that people, especially dudes, but people could be around you that will try to break your spirit. Like, why you want to break my spirit? My spirit ain't doing nothing to you, right? I've realized that, right? Because I'm trying to. It ain't like I do it on purpose. It's like this is just who I am, right? But I bring joy wherever I go, right? Because I'm happy. Shit, even when I'm sad, I'm happy, right? And when I watched that, that's why I know when I watched that girl Sierra on her live, I said, "Yep, I get it, and I believe you." You know what I'm saying? Because she said she can't help that she loves people. You know what I'm saying? And she ride hard with them because I'm like that. And sometimes it do be to your detriment. Because my friend that I let live with me could have never, if I didn't love people, then I felt her plight, and it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So, I've almost been in that situation, right? So I was like, come on, sis, you my sis, right? You know what, boss? I didn't in the last couple years. People have told me that. I didn't. Matter of fact, last year or two, I've heard that several times. I didn't even know that I had a damn light. Right? People have told me that. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to a guy today, and I told you, dudes always say this to me, and I don't know what it is. He said, "I ain't scared of you. I didn't say nothing for you to be scared." I was like, "Why would you say that?" I cannot help my assertiveness. I don't like to call it aggression. I can be aggressive if need be, but I'm assertive. I'm more assertive than aggressive, right? Because I know what I want and I go get it, right? And I know, I say what need to be said and so on and so forth. And people just don't, they don't vibe with that sometimes, or they act like they do, but they really don't. But I don't have time to be keeping my eyes open and and just whatever gonna happen. Because what I have learned to do is to calm myself. Because I used to be violent. Even though I'm happy-go-lucky, I used to be violent. Because if you hurt my feelings, I'm gonna hurt you. Period. Right? If you hit, I got to get my lick back. Now, I did sway a little bit with my ex. I was getting him back all the time. He wasn't even knowing it. That's why I stayed. Let me tell y'all something. I would get him back. I would do stuff to him, and he didn't even know that it was getting done, and that was a thrill for me. So I was like, Jackie, you sick. You getting sick as him, right? It was a game for me until I got tired of it. It was a game until I got tired, Don't judge me. I'm just being honest with y'all. Just telling y'all the truth. That's all. But anyway, I'm going to make me a delicious turkey burger. Do y'all watch Big Brother? That's what I was about to tell y'all. So Big Brother, come on. Today Thursday, right? Big Brother, come on. Big Brother is very interesting. If y'all watch Big Brother, it's a psychological reality show. It's psychological, right? People just lying to each other. People scheming. People behind each other back talking. It's so cutthroat, right? Very interesting show. I wish I had sense enough when I was in college to take up sociology, not psychology. I don't want to fix you. I want to understand you. I want to understand you. Who can break your spirit? All that is what. I love me some Big Brother, honey. I've been watching Big Brother since it come out. The Big Brother, let me tell y'all two reality shows that I love. And they mostly white folks. If they get a black person, they don't get too many black folks on Big Brother because the black girl clowned out one time. I tell y'all about that. But Big Brother and The Challenge. The Challenge? Now, Challenge used to come on MTV, now, and then it was on VH1. Now it's on Paramount Plus, CBS. Love it because it's all a lot of backbiting and scheming and, climbing to the top and clawing each other to win that money, right? Love it. Now, Big Brother come on tonight, and so do The Challenge come on tonight, too. But I got streaming apps, so I can't watch them till tomorrow because today's Thursday. No, I can watch Big Brother. The one that came on yesterday, I can watch it tonight. Boom. Oh, I did already watch it. Girl, I'm so crazy, child. But those are my shows because they're psychological reality shows. It ain't nothing fake about it. Like they say them other shows are scripted or they push them to do this and nudge them to say that. This is all real, child. Let me tell you about the black girl that was on Big Brother, right? It was a couple years for another black girl got on there. Oh, I've been watching The Challenge since it came out. I used to watch Real World. That's the first reality show I watched. Right? The Real World, and what was the other one called? Road Rules or something? Oh, man, I've been watching The Challenge. Let me tell you something. My boy CT and Banana is my boys. And Leroy ain't probably ain't coming back. Him and he got his girl, and they got a baby. He got a shop. They doing good, right? But CT, especially CT, he like a monster. CT and Bananas, I love Johnny Bananas because he all in their head. He's 7-time champion. Love it, right? Oh, man, love it. Really? Now, Corey, you know what? We got to watch our peoples. Them is the dumbest people. Whew, this season, y'all, check this out, y'all. If y'all ain't never watched it, this is the 3rd or 4th season of, what's the name of it, Corey? Love After Lockup. Y'all got to watch Love After Lockup. These black girls they got on it this season is dumber than ever, than any of the other seasons. It is ridiculous. These women is one girl is tomorrow night. That's right. That's right. Like I got my lineup in my head because I got my order and what I'm watching it. Cause see, I can watch Love After Lockup live because I got Philo. Then I got to watch I got to watch Big Brother and The Challenge tomorrow because the ones that come on today I got to watch them tomorrow. Oh man, that's your show. Which one? Oh yeah, I watched Caught in the Act. That came on the other day. Yeah, I watched Caught in the Act with Tammy. Y'all know I watch all of it. And Tammy, listen, it's her anniversary. Her and the dude anniversary. He's 17 years younger than her. Caught in the Act be so good. And then, Tammy be sitting there asking them the good questions. I just like the way Tammy do that show. I'm so happy for Tammy because they dogged her on Basketball Wives. When she first got on there, she had no money. She was on food stamps. Nigga wasn't giving her no money. I am so proud of her because she's on about 15 shows. Yeah. Love After Lockup. Now listen, Love After Lockup. Yeah, she one of us, Corey. She definitely one of us, right? Love After Lockup. That girl packed up from Louisville, wherever she come from, Kentucky, I think she was, and moved to Atlanta. Dude ain't no bit more interested in her. What you say, T? T, he ain't that dude in Atlanta. He ain't interested in her. I don't know if he in Atlanta, but she moved to Atlanta. He in Georgia Penitentiary. He ain't interested in her. He talking to everybody on Instagram, right? They crazier, ain't they? The one girl, she trying to give her business away to dude so bad, right? And then dude telling her, "No, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about fixing. You can do it." She about to try to put him on half of her business. The girl, and I don't know where she at. I don't know where she at. But dude doing 12 years in the feds. The lawyer telling her you can't do that because he a criminal. He in the joint and this and that and that. But be careful when he get out. Like dude clearly only want. What he gonna do? Then you know what? She set the camera up. This is the part that got me. She set the camera up so he could tell them what to do. The girls that been working for her. I could not believe. Matter of fact, I need 2 hours of that show. They are so stupid. I can't understand. And the skinny girl that moved to Georgia, he gonna hurt her feelings bad. He gonna hurt her feelings bad. Now she got a business too. She sell something in a vending machine. Yeah, he told her, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. And she like, oh, babe. Babe. Then she told him about the prenup. He said, first of all, Negro, you ain't bringing nothing to the table but your braids. Nothing. Took her daughters. Yeah, and the daughter told her, I don't want him living with us. How could you with 2 girls bring a strange dude that you don't know and live with your teenage daughters? That should be a crime, right? The daughter told her, I don't want him there. Man, how they gonna be how they gonna be? And how they gonna be? The man in that house. The girlfriend told her. She said, they tell you, and what I don't understand is why, see, when you be with a dude in jail, you do that in your 20s. You do that in your 20s. You don't do that in your 30s, 40s. You don't do that, right? They tell you all the stuff. Now, who is a nut? Yeah, Ty from Love Doing Like It was crazy. This just. Which one is Ty, Corey? Which one is Ty? Because I ain't got these girls' names yet. Which one is Ty? Which one is Ty, y'all? Because, she like, oh no, I know he loved me. He loved me. He loved me. He ain't studying you now. I can see that. The one from Jersey. Is that the one with the business or the one that took her daughters to Georgia? Listen, when the girl said, my husband about to be in this meeting, and then come to find out, that's why you don't broadcast your new dude. Come to find out her co-worker done had already been with him. The funeral director. Oh yeah, whatever happened with her? Yeah, where's she at? Where is she at? Listen, these girls here, they got her beat. Because anytime you about to put a dude that's been in the feds 12 years in your business, you want to put him on your business. You want to put him in your business? On your business? Put his name on it? Girl, he about to do you. And she married him too, She married him. So, I don't even see that point of that. Just because he had French braids or something. She messing with a woman Is she? One of them is, boss, you got to watch it. I suggest you take it all the way back. It's so interesting. The dynamics that these people have, the things that they do for strangers. These are strangers. Like, I done had dudes in jail. Y'all know that. I didn't talk about that. I done had dudes in jail. But them somebody I knew. I was with them before they went, right? But that's when I was younger. If you go to jail now, unless you done bought me a house and some land and we've been together 20 years, I got you. Other than that, if you knew, I don't have you. But these girls is meeting strangers on the, I don't know what it's called, the prison website. So she messing with a woman that's locked up? Lord have mercy. She don't love it. Where they? I gotta watch it. I got to go find it. Shut up. Well. The one girl, Chantrell, and whatever his name is, they together. I'm happy for them. Y'all happy for them? They are together. So how her apartment burnt up. I don't know how that happened. Her apartment burnt up. They got a house. They together, y'all. And she done moved to Dallas, where he from. Sister still don't like her, but the mama like her. They is together, honey. I'm happy for them. Quaylen, that's his name, Quaylen. Ooh, Corey, she one of us, Corey. You know, when we be watching this, I have to text Corey. I'm gonna have to text you. T, I'm gonna need your number. I'm gonna have to text you because we have to discuss this while it's going on in live. He did, and he looked so much better. He did. Now he still need to get his glasses because I don't think he can see that good. But he did cut his locks off. Yeah. He did. I'm happy for them. I'm really happy. Y'all know I love black love. I am really happy for them. Now, she went and got a body done. They didn't do too much to it, right? Ain't nothing they could do. They ain't got nothing to work with. She just funny built a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But they together, honey. They together. Yeah, he squints. Yeah, I need you to put your glasses on, bro. She did get a baby B because see, she was funny built. So when you get a BBL, they take the fat from your stomach, put on your butt. She didn't really have no fat on her stomach. She was just funny shaped. You know what I'm saying? She look all right. She's still funny shaped. She's still funny shaped. But you let her tell it because I follow on IG, right? She be swirling around all in the mirrors. But you know, you're supposed to love yourself, right? You're supposed to love yourself. Now remember, T, she looked like a bobblehead. Her head don't look that big no more. So she might have gained some weight because her head don't look that big no more. Yeah, her head don't look that big no more. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't want to lose too much weight because I be looking like a bobblehead, right? I don't want to look like that. Yeah, she's looking like a bobblehead. Yeah, she be swirling around on IG. Woo! I just be cracking up like, oh, girl, love yourself, love you. You know, but her and Quaylen together. You know what I'm saying? And she another one. She bought Quaylen a whole truck. I'm thinking, where they get that money from? They save up? What they do? Shit, I need to get on the website. You know, they got sugardaddies.com. Now, I ain't never been on it or nothing, but I have some friends that been on there and got paid, right? Sugardaddy.com. But they're mostly white men. They're white men. I can't do white men. Under no circumstance can I do white men. What you think about the girls trying to marry the dude talking about will help his case? She another one. See, I got to get their names. I got to get their names, right? She tried. Wait a minute. Hold on. We got to talk about them all. She trying to marry him. His mom and them don't even like her. Then the other girl, the dude is an Indian, and he been saving his money from the casinos. The family don't want no parts of her. The sisters told her, say, listen, the reason why he got all that money because he's been in jail for 15,000 years. He's been saving it, right? She running through it. And you know what she does, which is bad for her? She go online with her little ring light and show all what she got. That's wrong. She shouldn't do that. Yeah, that dude ain't trying to be married. You gotta watch it, Neat. You gotta watch it because you be like, is they really doing that? It's amazing. I know they keep bringing is they still bringing Marcelino and Brittany back, and that's what I want to know why they keep bringing them back because they've been on from the beginning, damn near since the second season. Is they still on there now? Is they still together? Because seemed like the last time I saw it, when Derek and Monique was on there, seemed like they wasn't doing too well. Whatever happened, Corey? Whatever, I don't know. What they had broke up. I know they wasn't doing well, but whatever happened to the dude that lived somewhere and he wanted to move to Vegas and he married the girl and they was Puerto Rican or something. They was something. And then she had kids and then she was pregnant. Whatever happened with them? He's a love story. Listen, ain't nobody really had no love story but Quaylen and Chantrell or whatever her name is. Oh, that's so funny. That is so funny. That is so funny. It's so the dynamics. Psychology I like. Sociology is what I like. I like watching human behavior, and I like knowing. I like seeing what people gonna do, how they gonna do in certain situations, right? That's why I love reality TV because watching people do the things they do is just intriguing to me, right? But I'm happy for Quaylen and them. I'm really happy for them. Now them sisters got to. I never understand why the sisters always be so mad. You ain't got to go with her. Yeah, she quit her job. That's right, and got pregnant. But I remember Corey. I think he had some money though. Wait, wait. Virginia Beach. Is she black? Wait a minute. Wait. What? The chick from Virginia Beach. Is she black or white? You talking about the girl that moved to Tampa? Who you talking about? The white chick. Wait. Oh, her. The two dudes. I remember. I forgot where they lived. I know who you talking about. And they was fighting about her. And the dude was on heroin or something. He was a nice looking white boy though after he cleaned himself up. I know who you talking about. I think I know who you talking about because she had got pregnant by the younger boy, the younger dude, but she really liked the other one, but he kept being on drugs. Is that who you talking about? Yeah. You seen them? Where was they at? Virginia Beach. You live in Virginia Beach? She likes Shane. Shane is real manly. Shut up. And you said they was on there looking stupid. So what? She had the baby by the other dude though. You in Hampton, okay? They live about 30 minutes. Shut up. Cause see, she liked him. She started going with the other boy cause the one that was in jail started doing wrong and all of that. She always liked him, and he knew that she always liked him, but he couldn't get off drugs. I hope he off drugs, cause I had hopes for him being off drugs. Her dad can't. I know he didn't like him. I know it. But see, the one she married, didn't he have a relation with a dude or something? I forget, it was a scandal or something. Didn't he have a relationship with a dude or something like that? Something about a dude or something, I think. Lacey, that's her name. Lacey. Yeah. 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 And yeah. What happened to them? They got to show they showed them on where they at now. Where is the dude from Cincinnati and the girl took him down to Florida with the big thick ugly beard? He was short. Where they at? She looked plastic in person? Really? Yeah. Eve got him. Ooh, that was a good little situation with them, right? Because I knew she liked the one dude, but he kept going to jail. He kept being on drugs. Then when she got with dude and had the baby bound, things got a little fishy. And they still married. But she gonna always like that dude. What's his name? John. Shane. Which one is the dude she really like? John or Shane? I think he's Shane. And they was looking stupid, huh? Hope he don't get her on drugs. That's what I hope, he don't get her on drugs. I'm telling you, good time. See, tomorrow I'm watching The Challenge, Big Brother. Oh, you know what I gotta watch tonight? I gotta go watch it right now in a minute. Is The One. So the black. Let me talk about this. T, do you watch the one? Nick, do you watch the one? Uh, he locked up again. Listen, do y'all watch the one? I'm gonna need y'all to watch the one on TV1. So they had a black girl on there. She made me piss me off. They pick all these people going on all these dates, and then they pick them to go in the house, and then every week somebody get eliminated till you get to the one that you want to be with. Last week was the last show. She said, "I choose myself." She didn't choose neither one of them dudes. That means she got to get right with the Lord. What I think happened is she had sex with the one dude and felt bad about it. That's what I think happened. Lamar's in. What happened with Andrea and Lamar? Who is that? Who is Andrea and Lamar? What show? What we talking about? Lamar's in prison. Wait, who is Lamar? Andrea and Lamar? Are they black? The Mormons. The Mormons. I don't remember the Mormons. They back in jail. Let that go, child. That's the only one you need deep in. I need deep in a lot of them, but the real reality ones, not them. Love and hip hops and basketball wives and all them. Love what you call them? The wives, what they call Real Housewives and all them. I watch them, but I'm down with them real ones that they going through real life situations. Oh, I like them. I like them. Kind of heavy chick. And the dude. Yeah, he ain't back in jail, is he? Oh, I like them. Oh, I like them. And she moved all the way to Cali to be with him. Didn't she move there? Is he in jail? She was in Utah. Yeah, yeah. And he was in Cali. Yeah, I remember that. I know just what you're talking about now, because she moved. But she had a lot of unrealistic expectations, but she moved. Not him, he ain't back in jail. The gang member, is he back in jail? Oh, for what? He too old. They in there calling him. See, listen, this is why you have to let that man. See, this is what happens when good girls get with a street dude, with a hood dude, street dude, whatever dude, right? You have to let them. He was doing whatever he was doing. She a Mormon. She don't want him doing X, Y, Z. That's all he knows is X, Y, Z. You gotta let him get himself together. You put too much pressure on him. Dudes can't handle pressure. Oh, he back in jail. Oh, I like them, especially when she decided to move. And then that son, she had them funny looking kids. The kids was funny looking. She was. She was. She was. She was. She was. She was. And she's applying too much pressure. When a dude get out the penitentiary, especially depending on how long he been in there, and a woman, but especially a dude, he has to get himself together. He has got to readjust to whatever lifestyle he he don't want to go back to that. And that's going to take time. And a lot of women don't know that, especially if they never been in the streets, they don't understand that. You have to give him a chance. He doesn't come out and be the perfect dude. First of all, he got to get his mind together. He got to get his mental together first. Ah, man. She was, because she ain't had no business being a Mormon, first of all. She ain't had no business up there in Salt Lake City. None. I don't know how she got there. She had no business up there. None. Whew, that was a lot. Y'all done gave me a lot. She had no business up there, T. What you up there for? Around all them people. I'm getting ready to watch the one. They having a reunion. That's what I was about to tell y'all. They having a reunion. I hope I ain't missed it, but I think it come on at 9. They having a reunion. And some tea gonna get spilled. Because I believe that dude had sex with somebody, and I believe that girl had sex with that dude in that room that night. Because she kept looking all stupid about him. The bridal shower. Yeah. And her girls was down with it, but child, I got to make my turkey burger I'm about to make a turkey burger and about 4 fries. Gladys Knight is a Mormon. No, she ain't. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. The one tonight is they gonna have a reunion and they gonna spill the tea. And I want to say they having a 3-part reunion. I'm like, oh, it's a lot of tea to be spilled, but they having a 3-part one. So I gotta watch that. So tomorrow, y'all, live at 7. What we talking about tomorrow, y'all? What we talking about tomorrow? I need the peoples up in here. Let me tell y'all something. Why they weren't on anything anymore? That explains it. He's locked up. Yep. And stupid. Like, we can block our own bag, block our own blessings, right? Now she done moved, but again, she should have knew better. She done moved all the way from Salt Lake down there to Cali somewhere. She ain't got no business. They are, but she ain't. I don't think she was. She might have had a good job or something. But she had to go to jail because I don't believe there's no black men up and through there. Oh, Lord. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to see y'all tomorrow at 7. Seeing that they done messed my thing up, I can't go. I can't go to training until Saturday and Sunday. So I'm going to see y'all tomorrow at 7. Lord willing. Have y'all been Deontay? I follow him on IG. He get on there and do something goofy every now and then. Deontay get on my nerves because all he like is white girls. He gets on my nerves. Converting? No, Corey. You ain't gonna fit. They're not gonna like you. Corey. They're not gonna like you. See you, boss. Y'all all come back to see me tomorrow. Love y'all, Jack Squad. I'm about to make me a turkey burger and 4 French fries. Do he? We'll talk about this tomorrow. Now listen, T, I need you to email me so we can chat on me and Corey on tomorrow's episode, okay? Of the show. Love at the Lockup. See y'all.